Jai Shri Krishna, welcome to Mangalam. Today, we continue our journey through the Bhagavad Gita with chapter 1, verse 4. In the previous verse, Duryodhana tried to influence his teacher by reminding him of the past. Now he shifts his attention to the battlefield itself. One by one, he begins naming the great warriors standing with the Pandavas. These aren't just names. They reveal what Duryodhana fears most and where his attention is truly focused. Does recognizing the strength of your opponent make you weaker? Or is it the first step toward true preparation? Today's verse teaches us the difference between being intimidated by a challenge and understanding it with clarity. Atra Shura Maheshvasa Bhimarjunsama Yudhi Duryodhano Viratshach Drupadashach Maharatha. Here in this army are many heroic bowmen who are equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjun, great fighters like Duryodhana, Virata and Drupad. As we look at these words spoken by Duryodhana on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, we begin to understand the complex nature of human perception and strategic awareness. In chapter 1 verse 4, Duryodhana is addressing his teacher Dronacharya. Although the Kaurav army was larger and arguably more powerful, Duryodhana's eyes were fixed on the strength of the Pandavas. He points out specific warriors. Duryodhana, also known as Satyaki, who was a formidable devotee of Krishna, Virata, the king who gave the Pandavas shelter during their exile, and Drupad, the father of Draupadi and a king with a long-standing grievance. By comparing them to Bhima and Arjun, the two most feared warriors of the era, Duryodhana acknowledges that his opposition is composed of Maharathas, warriors capable of single-handedly fighting 10,000 others. This moment highlights a profound psychological truth. When we are faced with a challenge, our mind often prioritizes the strengths of our opposition or the scale of our obstacles. Duryodhana is not just naming names, he's conducting a risk assessment fueled by a mix of respect and deep-seated insecurity. He recognizes that while he has numbers on his side, the Pandavas have quality and unwavering resolve. This verse teaches us the importance of objective observation. In any conflict, whether external or internal, one must identify the heroic bowmen, the core difficulties or powerful influences that stand in the way of victory. It reminds us that ignoring the prowess of our challenges leads to complacency, but observing them with a clear, calm mind allows us to prepare with precision. The narrative here is one of high-stakes evaluation, where every detail matters and every individual's capability is a factor in the ultimate outcome. Understanding this context helps us transition from mere observation to active preparation in our own life battles. Applying the wisdom of chapter 1 verse 4 to our modern lives involves learning the art of competitor analysis without falling into the trap of intimidation. We all face our own Kurukshetras, be it a competitive career environment, a health struggle, or a difficult personal goal. Like Duryodhana, we must identify the mighty warriors in our path. These could be our own limiting beliefs, the high standards of our industry, or specific external hurdles. The key is to acknowledge these challenges with the same detail Duryodhana used. Instead of saying, "My goal is hard," we should say, "These are the specific skills and efforts required to reach this goal." By breaking down the army of our problems into individual warriors, they become manageable. We learn that recognizing the excellence in others or the magnitude of a task is not a sign of weakness, but a requirement for a successful strategy. The goal is to move from a state of being overwhelmed by the Pandava army of our problems to a state of focused readiness, where we respect the challenge but remain committed to our own path. This transition from fear to focus is what defines a true leader and a resilient individual in today's fast-paced world. In a professional landscape, instead of feeling intimidated by a highly skilled rival company, list their specific strengths as warriors to study and learn from, allowing you to refine your own unique value proposition. When tackling a large personal project, like writing a book or fitness transformation, identify the Bhim and Arjun of your distractions, such as social media or procrastination, and create specific strategies to counter each one individually. Before we conclude, take a moment to reflect. What are the great warriors standing between you and your goal today? Have you taken the time to identify them clearly, or are you simply feeling overwhelmed by the size of the challenge? Clarity transforms fear into preparation, and preparation builds confidence. In the next verse, Duryodhana continues naming the great warriors in the Pandava army. As the list grows, we'll discover why his focus remains fixed on the strengths of his opponents and what that reveals about the human mind under pressure. If today's reflection brought you a little more clarity, we invite you to continue this journey with us. Until next time, may wisdom guide your thoughts, compassion guide your actions, and dharma guide your life. Jai Shri Krishna.